Yo, what's good, YouTubes? This is your boy in NYC. It's me, Ray, and this is the EDCCP. That is Everyday City Carry. And the camera just took the face lock off. But I think it's following me right now. It is. But you know what? We're not here for that. We are not here for that. Today, we've got Carlos from Carlos EDC. Very interesting YouTube knife channel with he puts whatever kind of content he wants on there, and I just like the freeness of it and the creativity, man. Really cool dude. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Yo, what's going on? We have got Carlos EDC in the house finally, right? I've always wanted to have you on. What's up, man?
I've always wanted to be on, man. When you asked me casually, I was casually when I answered you. But physically, I was like, yes.
Yeah, you
yes.
sent me like happy emoji day, and it's just like all the emojis. That like the eggplant in there. It was like everything. Cheers, man. Cheers. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Drinking Diet Coke. I feel like I should be drinking something else.
Yeah, like, how's it going? Like, I watched a video of yours where you were doing some fitness. You were running a lot. You kept that up, or?
Yeah, I've been running like 3 times a week. It's just too hot to do it all the time, but I put in like 6 miles a week.
That's pretty good, man. That's good.
After a construction job, so.
Yeah. Like one of the things like with that I always say is like you gotta drop the soft drinks here. Like I was a big soda, beer, just juice. Like I didn't want to drink water all the time, and I never got like overweight or anything, but I was starting to feel like, I don't know, it's weird. I'm not sure if it was like a gluten allergy or like I was just eating McDonald's like all the time, like I want to say about 10 years ago, and I got really sick, bro. But I never gained a pound, so I kind of like yeah, it's so weird. Like I would be like literally I would get home and I would have a Shamrock Shake from McDonald's. I'd get 2 McChickens and a junior bacon cheeseburger and fries. And then like I would just, go about my night or whatever, coming home from work. And I would do that like 4 times a week. I was buying gallons of Cold Stone ice cream all the time. Like I was being
do you do anything physical?
Well, I'm always like a hyperactive guy, right? And I just have ectomorphic genes. Like I'm everyone in my family is like slim, skinny. Even my brother who does American Ninja Warrior, he's jacked, but like he's still slim. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got really sick, dude. I was going to the bathroom all the time. I couldn't go. It was like really bad. I thought I had colon cancer, for real. Because my brother, my 3rd oldest brother, had it. He's alive. Don't get sad. He's alive, doing well. He was playing basketball yesterday. But I was like mad scared that I thought I had it, and I had to cut everything out. I cut everything out, and then now I could kind of like eat moderately, but I'm good now, Yeah. But back to the knife shit, man. People are like, "Wow, is this a health podcast?
All right, cool.
Are they giving out tips now?"
Quick knife check, right? That's
what knife?
today.
What is that?
Is the Outlast by Benchmade.
Ooh.
It's got the option lock. So it's got a serrated edge / pry bar.
Yeah.
And then you got the good old plain edge. It's a great knife. It's expensive for most people. It's $300.
Yeah.
But I think it's underrated, man. G10. It's got a glass breaker, deep pocket carry, seatbelt cutter. So it's got it all. It's just pricey, so most people won't check it out.
Yeah, you're able to carry whatever you want, right, in Arizona?
Yeah, I can EDC an automatic machete if I want to.
Yo, do they even have it? It's just like
Arizona. I don't know, but it'd be cool. They made
I know, right?
I'd EDC one.
You're like in a Brazilian jungle. You just like go.
Oh yeah.
Start like I'm going to the. So
yeah, and nobody cares here. Like I'm in construction too, so nobody cares in construction. I'm always goofing with my knives. Lately, my EDC was the Native Chief, which is a 4-inch blade. And nobody cares. Nobody even says, ooh, it's just a tool for most people.
Yeah. In New York City, like I take out one of these, like a linchpin. I take out one of these, I get tackled by the police. That's what happens. This is a what is this?
I don't have that one. I have the Pocket Probe Enigma.
Oh, nice, nice.
Is the
Same
pry bar
company
with the tweezers.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, this is by the Rat Bastard. Pretty cool.
Oh,
guy.
okay. Oh yeah,
he
yeah.
just makes them all. He has them lasered and then he finishes them by hand by himself.
That's
this
so
one has
cool.
the American flag.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the only pry bar I have outside of my Outlast and outside of my real tools.
Yeah, like this is just a loaner from shout out to Pittsburgh EDC who basically sent me a bunch of spider codes and this thing.
Nice.
How do you afford all this shit, dude? Like
I can't.
What do you mean, bro?
I shouldn't.
How do you?
I don't.
It's like, Ray, I give blood and I go to the sperm bank every week.
Yeah. I don't know how it happened. I really shouldn't. But if you think about it, if that's your hobby,
yeah,
you know, you're not out there. I'm not out there drinking or partying hard or I don't know. I don't have like a bike or I don't invest wheels on my car. It's like my hobby is the stuff I carry in my pockets. And I like gear and I like tools. Mm-hmm. Not just that, but like I wear a Garmin for when I go running. I have $200 headphones and stuff like that. But
yeah,
like,
I was watching your pocket dump.
Hobby.
I was watching your pocket dump on the 4th of July, and you were talking about the Jaybirds, and I was like, "Yo, man knows his audio." You know what I mean?
No, they're so good. Yeah, and you can go to the app, and they have their own EQ, mm-hmm. where you can customize it or pick other people's equalizer settings, and it's pretty nice. I use the podcast setting because I'm always listening to Joe Rogan.
Same.
Or just Same.
That's I know. We got a bond over that. That's like a JRE, yo.
That's why I started running more too, because he had like David Goggins in there.
Know. Cam Haynes,
ultra runners.
Cam Haynes, bro, dude.
That girl, that one.
Courtney DeWalter.
Courtney DeWalter, she's awesome. She's amazing. I love listening to that. I've listened. It's 2 hours long, I think, and I've listened to it 4 times.
Wow. Yeah, some of them I listened to a bunch of times. I just, you know, I got the idea for this podcast basically from him. You know, like he would do these fight companions where they watch the UFC, right? Yeah. But sometimes they barely watch the fights at all, and they just talk.
Yeah, they're just talking crazy, mad stuff.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Why didn't I do that with EDC people? You know, like I like talking to people. You know, I'm sure that the people that watch us every week that come back, right, want to know more about us. And I think in the beginning, like it was weird, but now it's kind of like catching on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so too. Especially, I've been loving the ones recently too, because it feels like you have gotten better too.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. I was so shy before. Now I'm just like,
and it sounds better too. So I think you changed something on the audio.
No, I think I just started. So what happened was I was using for you know, like a digital podcast, like where someone can't be in here physically. I would just use Skype. But what ended up happening was like I would do I did one with JT and it like cut the face. Like half of JT's face is there and he's like talking because Skype just automatically crops it when you record it.
Okay.
Then I switched to Zoom and then I'm looking into other things because I want the audio to be better. But then since the quarantine, like every podcast has done Zoom. Like every podcast has done Zoom. So I'm like, you know.
And I think that's what it was because lately it's been better.
Oh, cool.
Like the sound.
Nice.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I'm like, I wonder if he did something with the audio. I gotta ask him.
Well, I mean, I definitely invested, you know, in gear, right? Like I upgraded from the Yeti. Definitely, I want to talk to you about that. Like, what kind of gear do you use to make your videos? I know you do voiceovers. I watched the sketching video. The most recent one. And I was like, okay, so I do that too, where like I'll do it first, I'll record it first, and then I'll talk over it. You're much better at it than me.
No.
One thing that that came to mind when I was watching your videos was like, yo, this guy just said, like, you're treating your channel like your journal almost, which I love, by the way. I love, like, you don't follow a strict guideline on what you're going to put in there. It's whatever you want. And I love that, man. I envy that, actually. Like, I want to do more stuff like that. And sometimes I do, but not all the time. And then you did the voiceover. You were just narrating what you were doing. How, do you enjoy that more or doing the actual?
Dude, I had so much fun doing it. And that's why I did the latest one. So the first one was because of a Q&A. Somebody asked me what would be like the perfect custom knife. You know, what would it be? What would it look like? And I'm like, I don't know. And then he was like, I expect a drawing. So I just started doodling and recording and and then I put it on the video, and I enjoyed it so much. That's why I made the latest video.
Yeah.
Where it's the same thing, but just a little bit more refined. And I'm gonna make more. I'm gonna make more. But yeah, it's like it's my hobby, so I'm gonna enjoy it as best as I can. And with any hobby, like if you like playing video games, you want to get better at it.
Yeah.
You want to get better, higher scores. You want to beat somebody else's score. So like, yeah, I still have that. I want to get views and subscribers. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I want to enjoy my hobby as much as I can. So it's kind of like a balance of enjoying the hobby and getting the views. Because I do enjoy when it says like, you know, this video got a couple hundred, 500, a couple thousand. You know, I do enjoy that. It's like a video game too. Like when you score high, you enjoy it a little bit more.
Right. Like, you know what's crazy is like, I feel that your channel, the way that you do it, it's so natural. It's unapologetically you, thanks, right? Man. And I think that's going to have much more longevity than a lot of other channels. You know, that's what I really, really liked about it. I was like, wow, this guy's just putting the stuff out there. You know, it inspired me, man. And I actually did a pocket dump video because someone asked me about it in the comments. And you always do those pocket dump videos. You will also like check out people's pocket dumps on Instagram and talk about it. And I was wondering, like, did you get these ideas from watching other YouTubers and you kind of incorporate it into your own? Do you watch a lot of other vloggers and things like that, or you kind of just did it?
Yeah, I like EDC. No, Best Damn EDC guy.
Oh, he's awesome. He's awesome.
Yeah, and he gets them emailed. I didn't want to do all that, so I just went Instagram and asked them. And my buddies came in and they did their pocket dumps. Then I talked about them. And yeah, I like to do my pocket dump and like just let people know what I'm carrying, and like so that they know what's out there that's gonna be reviewed, or maybe they know something that's already reviewed, and they actually get 2 or 3 times the views of reviews for some reason. So yeah, I try to do it every month or something like that.
It's really good. Like I did one, it's gonna release tomorrow, right? But the reason why, and I explained it in the video, I don't do pocket dumps all the time. It's like I don't have a lot of stuff. The only thing that changes is the knife. Like I have, you know, an Olight. I have like a Swiss Army knife and maybe like a smaller Swiss Army knives with scissors in them that aren't on the bigger one, and a pen, pretty much. You know, I always feel like you got to have a pen, and I have it in a pocket sheath, and then I just have like a knife, like one knife for the day. And, you know, because of the restrictions also, like I'm not going to just be fully geared up. I can't leave things in my bag. I've mentioned this so many times, like when you get bag searched in New York City, it's because they're like trying to fill quota, I feel. It's usually at the end of the month, and it's in like...
They actually do that?
Bro, in the subway, it's like towards the end of the month, they will have a table. And if you have a big bag, or you have a bag and they just want to check your bag, they can. The police come, they tell you, you put your bag on the table, and then you're delayed for 30 minutes for that day. You know, and in New York City,
that never happens in Arizona.
Dude, it's probably never gonna happen there. But also, you got to remember like how many people are in Manhattan. It's like it's like millions. So it's crazy. Like, and that's why I have to be kind of aware. Like, okay, I could fit this much in my slim fit jean pocket. You know what I mean? And then just not carry anything in my bag. Like, I don't even have a multi-tool in my bag, even though I want to carry a Leatherman because there's a knife in it. I have a wave. And I don't want them to think like, you know, like, what do you do for a living? And I'm gonna be like, I work in a CBD shop and I cut packages sometimes. Like, I just like being prepared to do work, right?
It's pretty hard being a knife guy in New York, man. I listened to your podcast with my buddy Alex, Play Brigade.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty
He talked about you. He talked about you, actually. I remember that. Yeah. He's a cool dude, man. I've had him 2 times already, and like, I could probably have him as many times as I want, and like, we'll still have
super cool guy. He's the best.
Yeah. We'll have more than an hour's worth of conversation every time I have him on. Do you know anyone, any other knife guys in Arizona, like chill with like Love the Knives?
Yeah, there's a lot. Actually, I just shipped stickers to a guy who like lives a couple miles away from me. I'm like, I should have just dropped them off at your house. But I didn't know he lived there. He just sent me, I just know he was in Arizona.
Yeah.
He sent me his address. And when I was writing the address down, then I was like, that's $2. It's closer than the post office. Should have just thrown it out the door or something.
Love Them Knives is from Arizona, right?
Excuse me?
Love Them Knives is from Arizona, right?
Yeah, I love them knives. And I'm also in an AC knife group chat. There's a ton of guys in there that are pretty big on the gram. I did meet a leather crafter guy in Arizona, Lotus and Lane. He doesn't make this, but I just wanted to do a little wallet check.
Oh,
it's got the
nice.
shirt Portman.
Wow.
Thing on here. So
very cool, man.
Then this guy's from Arizona. This guy's Lost Dutchman. He's 21 years old. Makes leather goods in Arizona.
Cool.
I think he's pretty good. Pretty good prices. I think because he's 21, maybe not a lot of bills he has to pay, so his prices are super low. I'm like, hell yeah.
How old are you, man?
I'm 28. I just turned 28 on Sunday, I think.
You know what's funny is like I remember we're in a group chat and everyone was like commenting about like how young I look, and you're the only person that was like, Ray looks 39 years old to me. He's seen through the facade.
You just gotta put the Asian equation when you look at somebody. Dude, I've worked with Hawaiians. I'm in Arizona, and I worked with a ton of Asian people because they're always buying houses and investing. And so we're always working on their houses here in Arizona. And they always try and do what you do. Like, oh, how old do you think I am? I just have to put the Asian equation on, and I guess their age every time.
You add 10 years?
He looks 32. He's 50. And they're like, yeah, I'm 50.
Yeah, man. It's
and then the Mexican equation is 10 years. So if they look 30, they're 40. You know?
That's hilarious, man. You're the only one that saw through it. Everyone is like, Ray looks like he's 21 or something.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean 39 is still pretty young, especially with those Asian genes. I mean, I've seen Jesus, that's super young. You're just starting out.
Yeah. You know, I used to think when I was younger that like 40 years old was like, man, that guy is about to die. You know what I mean? But now that I'm here, I'm like, I feel as young as I did when I was in high school.
You're just
smarter, you know, maybe I think. But that's, you know, that's how I feel about it. You know, how do you go about making videos? Do you script it out? Do you just think of an idea and then you just go and film it?
So I write a lot. So I have Log Enjoyer notebook subscription. So, you know, I usually put stickers on them, but I usually write 3, 4, 5 pages of ideas on each notebook. And they're all about videos. And I never get to the videos, man. So ideas are never the limiting factor. It's always the time, because I'm a full-time employee. I have a wife. I go to church. I have a family. Not kids, but like my mom and you know, brothers and sisters. So the limiting factor is always time. Like ideas is never the limiting factor. So right now, the next video I'm gonna make is I have like 3 or 4 reviews I have to edit, and I'm into fountain pens now, so I just bought a Nico fountain pen. Nice. So I gotta review that now that I got it. And so I don't complicate things too much. So whatever's next, that's what I do. But I write down ideas because it keeps me, I don't know, fresh. And then I have to fill out notebooks because another notebook's coming in next month, you know?
Yeah, writing is really important, though. I mean, you know, you listen to Joe Rogan, he talks about writing all the time. And I feel like even though you don't get to the videos and you write this idea out, you're still getting in the reps in your head, you know? And you know what's crazy? Like when I do a review and I write it out, you know, like I write what's dope about it, what's whack about it. Like I literally write that because that's how I do my reviews.
By the way, I love that format.
You know what's crazy? I love it too. It takes so long to do those. Like, sure. No, but it's not. I don't think it's the style of video. It's just how scatterbrained I am. So like, I will write down those bullet points, like what's dope about it, what's whack about it, and then literally forget about it, all underlined, right, in my phone. And then I'll put the little bullet points. Like I don't write exactly what I'm going to say. I kind of just wing it, but I put the bullet points. And then what I do is I look at the bullet points and then I shoot small scenes, right? Kind of coordinating with what I wrote. And then what happens is while I'm editing, I'll think of something like, oh shit, I should shoot something else to add here. And that'll be cool. Or like, oh, I remember this meme and I should use that here to like spice up the production. And that's how I do it. And I love doing that. but literally 4 to 6 hours, like those videos. Is that how long it takes? Not because of the length of it. I think because of my scatterbrained ideas. Like, you know, most people that do these cinematic reviews on YouTube, they have an idea of what they're gonna shoot. Like Advanced Knife Bro, I am 100% sure that guy writes, and then he's like, I'm gonna shoot this shot. This shot is gonna be wide. I'm gonna be using the kukri and chopping this thing here, and then he will just shoot those scenes and edit it. Because he told me, I asked him to be on the podcast, and he was like, I'd love to, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I watched that one too.
He was like, yo, I do all my audio in the morning, and then I usually shoot like in like once every 2 weeks out of a month, because you know he has kids. He's working like Monday to Friday, and he said that's how he does it. And how, you know, I'm always curious to see how people do their thing. I think that is my hobby, is figuring out how everybody like navigates their channel. Like that's super interesting to me, you know.
And it's been nice having you doing that, because then I can get into the mind of other creators. The Mr. Old Guy,
Mr.
or
Old
Mr.
Man?
Old Man,
Yeah, yo,
the guy
so
that went
funny.
viral with his collection video.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I liked when you talked to him about like being a creator. And a part of the hobby. And same with my favorite's Patty Potato Peeler, because he's like, I don't care.
He's raw, man.
I just like doing this. I don't care.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it was nice. It's nice that other people are doing your hobby, though, because my hobby's not just having this stuff, not my whole case here, but it's reviewing it and like talking about it, shooting the video, editing the video, uploading the video, making the next video better, you know, and growing your channel. You know, I'm not even at 600 subs yet.
Well, I hope we get some subs for you on this one.
I know you're at 1,500 right now.
Dude, you deserve more. You deserve more with the passion and the amount of work you do on it.
Thanks.
I know that stuff takes time, and also like I can feel the passion you have for the hobby. Like this is your thing, you know. You were talking about like, you know, this is not just your hobby, but like running a channel is part of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I got really drunk on an unboxing like maybe 2 videos ago, and I got super emo and emotional. I didn't like cry because like my tears are probably dry. But like I felt like I could have, you know, and I was really bearing my soul out and stuff. And I was like, look, this is
I gotta watch that.
I took like maybe it was like this full. Yeah. Before the unboxing, I drank the whole thing, and then I just started talking, and I was like, listen, like I know this is my main hobby because one, I'm not making any money from this, and I put in all my time to it. Literally, my day consists of me trying to figure out where I can have time set aside for, you know, doing something in the channel. And like for me, it's always early in the morning, you know, podcasts at night usually. I'm trying to get like more guest interviews. I had DTOM on Friday. Nice. And what I'm gonna do is just try to get as many.
Well, you had Nick Shabazz, man. You had a freaking whale recently.
That was very, very lucky. He listened to Alex's Knife Box, right? That episode, and then just on a whim, he was like, I was listening to the guy from MythBusters, Adam Savage or whatever. Yeah. And he said he ran out of episodes, so he listened to my podcast because he was working, and you know, listening to podcasts while working is like the best thing to do, right? Yeah. And then I asked him, and he said, "Hey, I'll do it. Are you ready in 45 minutes?" I'm like, "Of course, I'm ready this second if you want." You know what I mean? Like it's Nick Shabazz, dude. There's no bigger fish to catch than
that's Nick. What I'm saying. That's a whale.
And he was like the coolest dude. You know what I mean? Like. And you know, I asked Cedric and Ada and Advanced Knife Bro too. Like they're like it's always a similar thing, right? I'm always astonished when people are like, "Oh shit, you want me to be on the show?" Like they heard of it. I'm like, "Are you?" Because my views do not reflect that. You know what I mean?
No, you deserve. If I deserve more, you deserve 10 times more subscribers, dude.
No, I mean,
the amount of work, the quality, the guests that you have, not including me. The other guys.
Dude, you are.
I mean, it's
amazing. How long have you had your channel going?
I don't know. Maybe almost 2 years.
Yeah.
I have well over 100 videos now.
Yeah. I think what's going to happen is something is going to catch there. Like for me, it didn't start happening until I want to say like midway point of 2020. I started I stopped trying to be so perfect with the videos. I was only doing the reviews at that time. And then my brother, my oldest brother, I talked about him before. He's on American Ninja Warrior. He started a podcast too. And I was like, wait a minute, like I should have one. So I started one that morning. It was solo. And I just kept doing podcasts every week. Like I haven't missed a week yet. This is going to be episode 46. Like,
damn.
Yeah.
Actually,
I think it's 47.
35, right? 37.
What's that? What's that?
You've only uploaded 35 or 37?
No, I've uploaded 45. I think DTOM is 46. I think you're 47. But the highlights. So this is my plan. This is my like I guess upload plan, right? Is that the reason why I think every knife person should have a podcast is having a podcast allows you to have like a bunch of stories you can put on Instagram, which I always put up, right? And those highlights on Instagram, I upload them to YouTube as like maybe a 6-minute clip. And these are for the people that don't want to listen to something for an hour. You know what I mean? And that's how I've been doing my schedule. And it's been working. Like the growth of the community is growing fast. Like the actual people that love the show.
I remember you at 1,200.
Yeah.
And now when I checked, it was 1,500. And I was like, nice, dude.
I'm trying, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying,
That's
man.
a 25% increase. I don't know how long it took, but
in the beginning it was slow. It was slow because I was trying to be too perfect. And I think people just want to see me like goofing off and looking at knives. I mean, that's what I love doing. So why shouldn't I just do that? You know? Do you ever get like hate comments in your
I haven't gotten one. Oh, I think I got one.
Yeah.
And actually Blade Brigade, Alex jumped in and just
obliterated the guy.
Yeah. So by the time I got to the comment, I was like, oh, that's taken care of. And I don't mind, you know, like I know Joe Rogan says don't read the comments because of the negative ones, but
I think we have to now.
I know. But like if I get a negative one, I want to tell that person that it's okay, you know, whatever's going on in their life it's gonna be over sometime. Like I want to hug them.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what is wrong in their life. I know I'm a happy guy. Mm-hmm. You know, I have great things going for me, and I never leave anything negative anywhere. Yeah, it's always positive. There's always encouragement. It's always love, man. So like, if somebody's out there just leaving negativity, something's wrong, man. I just wanna hug them, man.
Yeah, I put up a quote. It was from Gary Vee on my stories, and it was like, hate is kind of like a buildup of negative things happening in somebody's life, something along those lines. You know, and I believe that, man. You know, I definitely feel much better about life. I used to be a guy that would love to get into flame wars and get into arguments with people online and stuff. And I came from the nightlife scene. I was DJing. That's a cutthroat business. Yeah. And that's why it was so refreshing to come into the gear community. Because everyone is so chill, dude.
Big Red, man.
Yeah.
When I think about like a patriarch in the everyday community, I think of Big Red. Yeah. And him, you know, with his background and his story, you know, being in a submarine for so many freaking years. Him just coming out, this big guy. Yeah. And him being so positive and encouraging. And like, I think about him and like, that's how I want to be. Like, I want to be a positive influence in the community. I like
so
Big Red,
nice, man. He's so nice.
Big shout out to Big Red EDC.
I think him and Zach stuff are like some of the most supportive people in the community. Zach likes every story that I put up on my Instagram.
Every story.
And sometimes I put up like 30 a day, you know, because the little clips from the podcast are going to be, you know, that's the thing. Like this podcast, when I get up to it, is going to be chopped up too, you know. And not only does that give you some shine because I'm shouting you out each time I post it, but you know, and that's just a synergistic thing that I think will happen once people start to use long form content in the gear community. You know, I think it's going to be a very positive evolution. I always tell people to start a podcast. I mean, you're perfect for it. You love talking to yourself anyway. I do too. So, you know, like it just goes to show in that sketching video, you're like, I had so much fun doing this. And I'm like, man, I want to do something like that. You know, you know what I want to do? Like a day in the life of or something. Like, oh yeah, I wake up, my cat who normally bites me is like really friendly. I make my coffee, you know, like do one of those, like kind of like a quick vlog thing. And then I got to decide what knife I want. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Then I shoot pictures for Instagram. That's like literally my schedule every day.
Yeah. Plus, you're in New York. You're an entrepreneur. You're a podcaster. I mean, there's a lot of interesting stuff that you can throw in there. I'd watch it. That's interesting.
Dude, you do cool shit. You're on a construction site. You have all these knives. You're in Arizona. You know.
I did do a couple blogs when the whole Corona thing hit right away.
Yeah.
Because I was out there making hand washing stations for hospitals and for the fire department and stuff. Like it just happened like this. Like one day I was a normal construction worker. The next day we're building hand washing stations for hospitals and delivering them and trying to figure out how to make them. Like, you know, it was crazy. And so I made a blog about that. And I made a blog about when the voting happened, we had to put like hand sanitizers at the voting polls. And I made a blog about that. Because, like, when something interesting happens, you know, like, I want to document it, like you said. So, yeah, but usually, like, my everyday stuff is just normal.
Do you watch other YouTubers, like, outside of the hobby? Like, some, you know, you watch, like,
not that many. Like, if it's not informational, I feel like I'm wasting my time. So I'll watch Joe Rogan because he has scientists, and he's so encouraging, too. Sometimes he has crazy alien people, which is kind of nice too.
I like it too. And then like he'll have people that are like experts in wildlife and shit, and I love those too, man.
Oh
you know? Like the guys, like that guy that was in that show Alone, that won $500,000, and he had, bro, I want to watch that show, by the way. I've been hearing a lot about it. So.
It's on Netflix now. You know. It's on Netflix.
I'm gonna check it out.
That's on my watch list. I don't watch a lot of things because like there's no time for it.
Yeah.
But when I do, it's like I have a list of like recommendations, and then I'll watch it. But other than that, I'll watch you guys, meaning Sack, Big Ready to See, Women Carry Knives. Nick Shabazz, unfortunately, I don't watch him that often anymore, just because I know what he's gonna say.
Yeah.
Like I've watched him for so long.
Me too.
I just know what he's gonna say. Like I buy things all the time because he's calls him a gem. Like I bought ETAC D25A. Which one? Oh, the Eco Pen. Just different things that he says is gem, so I just buy it because I know it's gonna work, you know. But other than that,
when
I know what he's gonna say.
Him, like how many subscribers did he have when you discovered him? When you started watching him?
He didn't have 100,000.
I started watching him around maybe 15,000, 16,000. He was pretty like.
You said 20 when you were on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, and like the number.
I think he had 40. Good. Like 40 maybe. It was years ago. Yeah. And I remember listening to it. Yeah. I would look at the knife, then I would press play, then I would put it in my pocket and start working. And half of it was, I don't know, like a solid 7 minutes was just talking shit about the knife. So I was like, I don't want that knife. Why would I want that knife? You know, what's the next one?
He's strict.
Like if you Google any knife that's okay-ish, he's at the top.
Yeah.
Of every search, you know, the full review of blah blah, the PM2. If you write, you know, PM2 review, he's gonna be at the top.
Yep.
If you write Outlast, same thing, he's gonna be at the top. Any knife, the Guru, the Native Chief, he's gonna be at the top. So I would just listen to him, but it would discourage me from buying a knife because like half of it was negative.
Is that your dog?
That's my doggy.
Yeah, that's cool. I've like 2 cats here.
Yeah. They're TikTok famous, right?
Yeah,
I gotta talk to you about TikTok.
Yeah. He goes, I have to talk to you about TikTok. Then he leaves. Oh, what's up, pup? Yo, pup. You are the first dog to be on a podcast. What's up, buddy? That's adorable, man. I love dogs. I love cats and dogs. TikTok. What do you want to talk about with TikTok? Like talk to me about it. You're the first guest who wants to know about it. I'm excited right now.
So I was trying it, right? I'm not gonna say I was trying it because I didn't commit. Like if I commit, I do at least a year run of something. You know, like when I started YouTube, I'm like, I'm going to do one video a week for a year. And after that, like now every Saturday morning is the thing I do. I wake up, I make a video, then I make breakfast for my wife, then I edit the video, and then I go on about my day. And now it's like 9 a.m. You know, people usually wake up at 9 a.m. on Saturdays. So by then I'm done with the video. Anyway, but with TikTok, I tried out, man. It was just so foreign to me, so bizarre. I didn't understand it. I know I'm probably outside the age.
I'm outside the age. Like, they're like in there. They're like. You know what's crazy about TikTok, right? When I first got on it, I was seeing a lot more, you know, of the teeny bopper stuff, right? Like dancing, you know, girls thirst trapping, and like. But I started to see more like artisans, people making stuff, people doing motivational stuff, right? I started seeing just really good video editors. I started seeing. One of the guys that I like to watch is these photographers, right? They go up to strangers on the street and they do a photo shoot with them. And then they, you know, they're like really good, right? And then I've seen singers on TikTok. Like it's become a lot more than just what people think it is. Yeah. And Big Red is on it, man. Big Red's got a ton of videos.
No way,
on there.
I gotta go follow him. I follow you.
So here's the deal, right? In the beginning, I couldn't put up knife videos because they kept getting community guidelines.
Yeah, they got deleted. Yeah.
But I don't know if something has changed, because Big Red has a ton of like knife videos where he doesn't flick them open. Like he's kind of just doing this, and he's not talking. There's just music in the background, and you know, like they work. I see he has views and stuff. What I've been doing for mine is like I'll take good pictures of it. And then I'll just have like moving images with music that is trending on the app. And that seems to be working. I noticed a shift in the past 2 weeks of an influx of subscribers and people that started commenting. Like I'm starting to meet knife people within TikTok that are so happy that I'm there, because like they're on it. A lot of the Bali song flipping kids are on it too. And they're really good. They're really fun to watch. So I think it is an app that is going to be, I mean, if the US doesn't ban it, because they're trying
That's what I was going to talk about.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that and stuff?
So I dipped my toe in every platform, like major platform. I'm on Twitter. I'm on TikTok. I'm not on Facebook as much. I'm on some knife groups, and
I just share my videos on Facebook. That's
my IG stories is on Facebook too.
Yeah.
So people from my past that see, like this podcast, for example, they're like, "Oh man, dude, you do this all the time," and I'm like, "Yeah, like you know, they know me from DJing. Yes, they're like, yo, you've really like gotten into it." And then I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. Those are my two main things. With Twitter, what I'm seeing is people that have no idea what EDC is. I have anime geeks, comic book nerds, gamer geeks, mostly minorities like Latino, Black, Asian. And these guys know nothing about the gear community, but they see my stuff. I do something called daily knife content. I break down a knife in under a minute because that's the allowed length. And then I have music in the background. I usually do it like on top of a comic book or anime poster, so they like it. And, it seems to be working. Like sometimes I tag Benchmade, and if they like my stuff, like it's not getting the views that it needs. But I think that if I develop it in a year, I've only been on it for less than a year, maybe like 6 months. If I use like everyday carry, the hashtag, and daily knife content, the hashtag, you're going to build that up over a year. You'll have 365 pieces of content that if anyone searches everyday carry on Twitter, which no one does, but in the case that somebody does, you're going to be at the top. You know what I mean? Same thing with TikTok. At one
Same thing with Nick, what I was saying, like if you press any freaking knife on YouTube, he's at the top of the search.
Yeah. That's the thing with TikTok too, is like there's not a lot of EDC people on it yet. So like if you plant your roots now and grow it within a year time, 2 years time, 5 years time, when the gear people are on it, you've already established yourself.
Yeah, you can't get away from him because he.
That's what I'm trying to do.
It's like buying cheap real estate, basically.
Exactly. Like you know how like what they like less than $10 they paid for New York, right? I mean, you know what I mean? Back in the day, right? Like I forgot how much it was, but it's a very low number. I mean, just think about it like that. And if you're doing one video a day on TikTok, it's less than a minute long. You could just say like, hey man, you know, I'm going to work right now. This is what I'm carrying today. It's legal in Arizona. It's 98 degrees out. It's so hot. I'm gonna go to work. See you guys later. And that's it. You literally could just do that video, and among the 8 billion people in the world, however many million are on TikTok, I think it's like 500 million, some of those people are gonna be exactly like you. They're gonna want to watch what you're doing. They're gonna think like, oh snap, like I'm in Arizona too, and like I carried that knife today. You know what I mean? Like it's these mechanics that are actually the most interesting to me about this hobby. It's like I like to play in the EDC space, but I like to apply the social media tactics that I've learned somewhere else. You know what I mean? That's really my favorite thing, you know? That's why I like your stuff, because the way you make your videos is so different from everybody. It's like you will put up whatever. No one has a sketch video, not even the knife designers have that.
There's probably sketch videos, maybe.
There's some, but it's like the way you did it was so natural, right? That I was like wondering, like, why don't more people have this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I had fun, man. I want to make more of those. Yeah, but I think my next challenge is going to be a TikTok one. I'm going to do a daily pocket thump. Just like you said. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do a daily one for 30 days. See what happens.
Try it, right? Let me know if you get a community guideline strike, and then I'll try to help you figure out how to not get that.
I don't think I'm even going to open the cutting tool. I'm just going to show it like this.
Yeah.
You know, this is what I'm carrying today. Go over the pocket thump. Yeah.
And then you should just hashtag it too. That's important. My trick is I'm kind of cheesy about it. So when you press like the ampersand, the number sign, right? The hashtag symbol, like it'll show you what the top hashtags are for the day. And even though it has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, I use one of them, you know? Yeah. And then the rest I'll put, you know, everyday carry, you know, whatever knife I'm using.
They do that with everyday carry hashtags on Instagram. Yeah. Like the girl would be posing like this with an ocean, and she'd be like, everyday carry.
She'd be like, she's like just admiring the couch, and she has like a Cold Steel, and she's like in a bikini. No, you know, it's that's the other thing too, right? Like I don't judge those people either, right? Like some, you know, like I have some girlfriends or even some guy friends that are like, oh, you know, like that girl is just this and that or whatever. I'm like, dude, you have to work with the skills that you're born with. Okay. Like being hot is a skill. Maybe you don't have it.
Yeah.
But that person does. No, I'm saying like to that person.
I don't frown on it either.
Yeah. I'm like, you know, this person is capitalizing on the strengths that they have. You know, like me, I love to talk, and some people like to listen to me. That's the strength that I have, right? I don't know anything about knives. On my last video where I got too drunk, this guy was like, you messed up the name of the knife. You know, maybe you shouldn't be so childish and take a few shots. Like, you know, like how you know, before you get into this hobby. And like, I don't reply to negative comments. I usually just like thumbs up it, and then I heart it, right? And then like this guy and that guy were arguing with each other in my comment section like crazy. They were like, no, you know what? You got to forgive him. He took a couple of shots, and he was just vibing with his viewers. You know, he was getting like real. He was emotional with them, and like, you know, don't watch it then. And he was like, look, if you're so jealous that he thanked somebody for 8 minutes because they sent him a knife, why don't you send him one? And then he'll thank you for 8 minutes. Like, and I was like, okay. I was like, whoa, I was so touched by that, man. Do you see the same people kind of like comment on your videos, or the same guys coming back? You know, do you have a rapport with some people?
I have like, there's a group of viewers, and then there's a group of content creators. Yeah. And that there's like a dozen or 20 people that are always on there. Mm-hmm. And then there's people who sometimes watch my videos, but I remember their names. Yeah. And so I'm like, hey man, I'm glad you're back, and I hope you're doing well. and they're like, yeah, man, I've been busy, so I haven't watched your videos. I'm like, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
so I try and remember their names. So there's some people who are like occasional writers, and then there's just like the few strangers that are watching 1-year-old videos that will comment there, and I'll answer to them too. Like, hey, man, I'm glad you liked the video.
Yeah.
I have more. Subscribe if you want to, or just have a good day. I just try and leave something positive for them. I don't know. I think people need positivity in their life, and if I can be the one creator who answers to them back like a real full sentence with their name, have a great day, have a great one, have a great night. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, that's such a great mindset to have.
Yeah, man. If I can do that for somebody,
That's amazing, man. That's amazing that you're like that, dude. Like, this is what I mean. Thanks, like this stuff. I learned
it from Big Red, man.
Yeah,
he's the best.
He's so nice, man. Like talking to him, I was like, damn, this.
He's always leaving love in the comments too.
Yep,
man.
Yeah, he is. He's always writing something.
He's the man.
Yeah, he's always
He's
writing.
He's a busy guy. He's married too. He has a family too.
Yeah, and he posts a lot. How many times do you post a week?
I'm so erratic with my posting
once a week
on
at least?
Instagram. Every day I do a story. Every day, even if I grab one from the archive and post it, like every day I grab a story because I want to remain relevant. Like I want people to still remember that I exist. But on my actual post, I want it to look good.
Yeah.
So
like
about
on the grid, you mean?
On the grid, yeah. Like if you can see my grid, like it will have a theme. Right now it's really black.
Yeah.
Like my background's black.
Yeah.
And before that it was really warm Arizona colors. And before that it was like really colorful.
Yeah.
So I have a theme and I like to keep it that way. So about once a week. And then I'll change the theme every now and then.
I think like on Instagram, right? Like if you want to grow fast, I told my girl the same thing because my girl right now, she's into like flipping plants. Like she sells
flipping plants. I thought you were gonna say fitness, because she's a trainer.
Oh, she isn't fitness. she's fit as fuck. But like, I mean, like that's why I had to get fit too because I started dating her and she's like boxing and I'm like, all right, I gotta do 400 push-ups a day.
That's awesome.
What I mean? Yeah. So
how do you know? That's a lot of push-ups in a day.
I do that. I do 450 6 days a week, every day. Yeah, not fast, maybe like 30 minutes, but and then I do like
fast, dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, but I had to build up to that. It took a year to build up to that. I was doing like 12 at first, but I had to because she was like so jacked. Like the first time I met her, I was like, all right, I can't. But back to the strategy I gave her. She's starting. She sells succulents. They're kind of like these plants that you could grow indoors.
Yeah, I have
they
some.
are, right?
I love them.
Yeah, my girl is like all into it, man. She imports them from Korea and like flips them and sells them. She's mad into it. We have like shelves and stuff in the apartment. We have a bunch of plants, like over 50 plants or something. And she's really into it. So I when she, and this got me really excited because she's like, yo, I need to start an Instagram. I need to start a YouTube. And I was like trying to show her the ropes. And I was like, look, on Instagram, you want to grow quick, post 3 times a day and post a couple of stories a day. And she's had the page for like less than 2 weeks. She's like at 400, I think, right now.
That's
so
really
like
good.
You have to do that. And she has like good pictures too. So and she's not working right now because the gyms are closed. So she has a lot of time.
Yeah.
So she has a lot of time to add. She does like personal training virtually on Zoom, which is funny. Like we're doing Zoom right now.
Yeah, she everybody's doing Zoom right now.
Yeah, she does virtual training sessions for her gym, Equinox, with the old clients that she had. But other than that, she's home. So she's really, done a lot for this, kind of passion that she has for these plants and like, selling them and making friends, kind of like what we're doing. Yeah. And like posting multiple times a day and multiple stories allows different people to see your page. So let's say you use the same hashtags, right? But you post 3 times a day. So you're going to post, if you post at 9 a.m., the people that are on at 9 a.m. and accidentally see your picture at 9 are going to see it. They may follow you, they may not. They're definitely going to like it or something. If you post again at 4 p.m., there's going to be different people again, including the people that are already subscribed to you. If you post right before you go to bed, different people are going to see you again. Yeah. And you do that every day. That's how I do the same strategy. Sometimes I kind of take Sundays off. Most days I post 3 times a day on my Instagram right now, and I've seen significant growth. And my Instagram was really growing slow before. So it's kind of like a theory I'm trying right now, which is why I was interested in how many posts you make for YouTube, because I noticed that the guys that post a lot, like multiple videos a day, like Metal Complex or Bearded Gear EDC, for example, when I had him on my podcast, he was at 800. That guy has surpassed me already right now. He is at like 1,500, like 90 or something like that. And he posts like multiple times a day.
Wow.
So
I just hit 1,500, but it slowed down a lot because I slowed down posting a lot too, because I got a little too anal about the theme.
The grid?
But I've been wanting to take like 3 or 4 photos, maybe 5 photos on the weekend and just spread them out daily.
Yes.
I always have that goal and I never end up doing it. I always end up taking 1 photo. I'll take the 5 photos, but then I'll just like the best one. I'm like, I'll just post the best one. And I know it slows down my growth on the ground, which has to slow down a lot. But you know, I don't complain about like being shadow banned or whatever. Like, I'm shadow banned.
That's like, the thing. Like, that's the thing is like you're limited, even though you have, let's say you have 1,600 or 1,500 followers on Instagram. Only like less than 20% are seeing that, even though they're following you.
Yeah, like, but like I feel like, I mean? Like you're not complaining about it. Like you're taking your time, your effort that somebody else would put in, like complaining about it, and you're doing those 3 posts a day or like that 1 post every day, and therefore you're increasing the chance of you being noticed. So like I'm just not like if I don't put in that effort, I don't feel like I should be like, oh, I got shadow banned. Yeah, but because I hit like from 500 to 1,000, it was pretty quickly. Yeah, but from 1,000 to 1,500, it was like.
I'm trying this multiple posting just to see what happens.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
And then I'll talk about. So I started this strategy maybe a month ago, and I'm up to 1,400 something. I was at 12 something before.
That's really good.
It was slow, bro. But now it's picking up real quick. With the stories, you know, with a bunch of stories on there, and I just think the podcast, something is happening. Like I'm not really sure because the numbers don't reflect.
You feeling it?
No, but like I would go, like I joined the Millie PM2 Club on Facebook. I talked about this before with Mild Mannered EDC on the last podcast episode. And I joined there because Bearded Gear EDC was like, you should, you know, go there. It's pretty nice, right? And then I asked to be in the group. And then once they approved me, I introduced myself. And I was like, hey, my name is Ray. I run Everyday City Carry on YouTube. Like, thank you for having me. Just, you know, formal introduction, just being nice. Yeah. And all these people commented like, oh my God, I love your show, man.
Shit.
And they don't comment on my stuff though. And I was like, what the heck? And then I don't realize it too, is like some people just listen to the audio version.
Yeah, I don't comment sometimes, man. I let people know, like I watched it. I didn't comment because I was driving or I was working out. And so I just, you know, like Big Red, I watch all his videos, man, and I never comment. It makes me feel bad because he's always on there, and I don't comment because I'm either working out or working or.
Do you ever like see one of your friends' videos and then like you don't watch it, but you just give them a thumbs up to like just help them out a little bit?
Oh, I will give them the minutes. I will just let it play. If I can't even listen to it, I will let it play on my computer or on my laptop. Because even if it's just one view that they get, but it's the whole 5 minutes, I'd rather give them those whole 7 minutes of view time. Like
you're too good of a person. Like that is the awesomest thing I've heard like this year. It's like, bro, even though I couldn't watch your video, I let it play, bro.
Yeah, I let that shit run.
You will get the analytics for it. Do you know a little bit about analytics?
Dude, I when I'm on it, I watch them almost every day. When I'm on it, I haven't been on it, man. But when you're on it, I can see that thing. It's like if you work out and you're on it, you can see that thing. So it's about effort, man. I think it's about effort.
Yes.
That's why 100%. I don't complain, because if I'm not putting in the effort, I'm not expecting the numbers, man.
Right.
But when I put in the effort, I can see those numbers. I can see the views, the minutes. I can see everything go. When I put in the effort like 3 months in a row, I went from like 700 minutes a month to 1,800 minutes.
Yeah.
So it went up 1,100 minutes in just 3 months that I put in the effort, man. But then I let off because of, things. And it went back to 10,000, and it's just been 10,000 because I've been like this, and so my numbers have been like this.
You ever try to bulk record your videos? That way you can just edit them throughout the week. That's something that I've been doing. The podcast highlights, right? I'm doing them on Instagram. So they're going to be saved somewhere. And then I just compile them when I'm done for the week. And that's going to be a video. Unboxings are a video. That's been a big thing in the channel. I just unbox stuff with a triple camera, and people seem to like that. And then one podcast a week. So that's already like at least 2 or 3 videos a week, right?
Yeah, that's a ton. Yeah.
You know what? It's a lot, but when it gets to a point where, because I want to do this, like I want to do this as like,
I know, and that's what I want to ask you for.
Yeah, I want to do it as a second job. If it could be my main thing and I could just talk to EDC people all the time, I would absolutely love it, man. You know what I mean?
Or just anybody you want.
Yeah, I want. I've been talking about this magician girl from TikTok
because there's following, and then there's your following.
Right.
There's people who watch my channel right now because of the gear, right? Like Kaiser Duke, they want to see something nice.
Oh, is that the
there's a lot of. Yeah, that's the.
I don't have that one. I have the other one, the G10 one.
Everybody loves the G10 one. This one's not. They don't make it anymore.
Oh wow, dude.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I want to send it to Big Red, but he's so busy, man. He has so many knives he has in line that he just tells me, just wait a little longer.
Yeah, because of the Apex Pass Around group, and
he's on there too, I think.
I think that I've been getting really busy too. Like I have all these knives on the table right now, and I'm trying to find the time to incorporate them. So like what I ended up doing was, when I have to send knives out, I made this series called Too Many Cuts, and I just review all the knives in like one video. That's like an easy way out, but people like it, like I just talk about it real quick. I was gonna ask you something. I forgot what it was, man. Damn it.
So I was talking about, and then there's your following, your own personal following, right?
Yeah.
So like those will watch whatever you're uploading.
Yeah.
So like if later on you want to interview the magician guy, your audience will follow that.
Yeah.
I feel like I already have some people who will watch me draw out a knife.
Yeah.
It has I think 100 views already.
Yeah.
And then there's people who watch me because of the gear that gets a lot more. But eventually, you can do whatever you want, and that audience will follow you. I feel that way. So
yeah, I think that
watch you interview a magician. I feel.
Dude, it's this girl. I talked about her so many times, and I chat with her like maybe once or twice a week. But I can tell. Yeah, she's on TikTok, and she's this girl that's 21. She's like, yo, I EDC a Benchmade like every day. I'm trying to get into spider. She's an EDC person.
Yeah.
And is like amazing at card tricks. So she'll like, she'll go on Omegle, like, that chat website, and like randomly she'll get a person, and then she'll do tricks in front of them and like trip them out. And her TikTok,
I'd watch that if you can get it on. I would watch that.
Dude, I'm trying so hard. And she's like, dude, I really want to. We chat sometimes, and she I remember when I found her on TikTok, she was at 4,000, and right now she's like at like almost 200K. She's got like over 2 million views.
Jesus.
But she does. I was like, how long do you work on TikTok a day? She's like, hours, man. Like I literally, my whole day is spent like I just make TikToks all day. I was like, damn, yo.
21 though, like.
Yeah, exactly.
21,
Exactly.
I had a full-time job, but I didn't have a girlfriend or wife.
Yeah, like she's just going for it, But it's just the people that I find interesting, I'm gonna have on. That's what I decided. Like, there's a Twitch streamer that like plays Monster Hunter, which is like a game that I love. I'm gonna have him on, and I'll just have a disclaimer in front of the podcast, like, look, if you don't want to listen to this, you probably shouldn't. But if you want to see me like vibe with this guy, because I like him, like you can watch the video, That's why I watch Joe. Like some of the guys that he has on there, I'm like, I'm not gonna like this guy. And then like you're like, wow, this podcast is amazing. You know what I mean?
Like the book, he had a girl talk about her book about teenage,
transitioning. Yo, I watched that the other day.
This is gonna be one of those days.
That was so good.
So interesting. It was so mind blowing.
That was so good. That was so good because I've definitely seen an uptick in that.
And I didn't know that.
Yeah, on my Twitter, there's a lot of that going on. So I read it, and I'm like, oh man, it's crazy that he had her on, and I didn't think I was gonna like this podcast, and it's probably like one of the really good ones he's had recently,
And I had the paranormal guys recently, which made me listen to the old Bob Lazar one.
The Bob Lazar.
It's so freaky, man.
Yo, it is
so freaky. Like everything keeps panning out, like as the years go by,
Yeah,
Jesus.
I'm just, you know how crazy 2020 has been, right? Like, wouldn't it be like the icing on the cake if like aliens just came out and was like, you guys need to live in peace or we're going to obliterate your planet. You know what I mean?
We're going to press the reset button.
I know. Dude. Yeah, I wouldn't be, nothing surprises me anymore. That's one of the things I like about Twitter is like, I'll see trending news stories. Like they learned, they took a mummy, right? And they 3D printed his vocal cords so that like you can hear what he sounds like. And I'm just like, this is from a horror movie. You know what I mean? Somebody better find Brendan Fraser right now. Emotep, like
That's
dude,
crazy.
So like just a bunch of crazy things have been happening. And yo, your dog is he's upset with you? She's upset with you or something?
Yeah, she wants to get out.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna end here soon. We've done an hour, bro. Time just flies.
No way.
Dude,
I feel like I haven't even started.
I have not scratched the surface with you, and I'm definitely gonna have you on again. I was thinking about doing something where I do a podcast with a lot of the minorities in the group, not to talk about racial shit, just to have us represented more. I know, right? Just to have us represented more. I found the Fuller Fanatic. If you don't follow him, you should.
Fuller what?
The Fuller Fanatic. So like the Fuller, like a Fuller on a knife. And he is from a film background, like amazing lighting. He like does a lot of Liang Ma like stuff. And he's a black dude. So it's like, we don't have that in the knife community right now, man. Like YouTubing.
God, we found one.
I know. So I'm like, I was thinking of like getting like you and me and like maybe him and like maybe someone else to have like a group thing and just talk about our experiences with the community, why we like it and stuff like that. Would be, I think, like a cool one for people to check out.
Yeah, I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't felt like a minority.
Me neither. I don't feel like that.
Right?
Although
we're just all about the knives.
Although this is gonna be a funny one, like so DTOM, like we did the podcast and like he drank like a bottle of Jack Daniels like on the podcast. And he made kind of like a racially flavored joke about like me using the Victorinox like tweezers to hold my dick while I piss. It's an Asian stereotype joke, right? Like to me, like I told him, I was like, look, I'm not offended. My shit is average. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have that problem. You know what I mean? But it was like a funny thing. And DTOM is like such a nice guy, man. Kyle, he's so cool. I don't know if you watch his stuff. He's around the same size as you, like channel wise. Such a cool dude though. Very jolly
I want to go follow him right now. Yeah. But I want to ask you. Yeah. I want to ask you, how nervous were you interviewing Nick about like losing data or like that? Or
what do you mean losing data? Oh, like the recording?
I don't know how you're recording this. Yeah. How are you recording this?
So this is on Zoom right now, and this is how it works. It was nerve-wracking. So I do the podcast with Nick. It's over an hour. Everything goes well. I'm like, wow, that was a great podcast. So when you end the call, Zoom starts like recording it. It starts like, you see the bar. And I'm like, where's the bar? Like, it's not appearing. And then finally it appeared. I was like, oh. That was one that I felt that way. Metal Complex. The one I did with Slicey Dicey. Dude, Slicey Dicey might have corona. Did you hear about this?
No, I haven't.
So like,
I've been so busy lately.
So what happened was one day on Instagram, I see a post by Zach Stuff, right? And it's Slicey Dicey's logo. And he goes, look, Slicey Dicey's been really sick. That's why he hasn't been uploading videos. And he did an Instagram live actually thinking like he might have, he has the same symptoms and stuff. He's really sick.
Yeah.
And then Zach was like, yo, everyone put your best jokes to cheer him up. right? And I had to run a few by him because they were like too dark. Like my humor is really dark. And then,
yeah, mine too, man.
So I sent him one, and it was like, "This is taking your battle to the death videos too seriously."
That's pretty good.
Yeah, but he told me to post it though. He told me to post it. And I talked about like me making him try like General Cho Bat. That's how he got corona. That was a funny one. People like that. Fun. But yeah, man, it's been a pleasure having you on. Is there anything you want to like say to the people tonight, or whatever they listen to this? Like any advice you have for new YouTubers getting into the hobby?
For the new YouTubers, upload 100 videos.
Yes.
Upload 100 videos.
Yeah, upload 100 videos.
And to just message in general, be positive and like spread the love out. Like, sometimes we look at people's shoes and we think they're nice and we never say it. Just tell the guy, hey, nice shoes. Just spread some positivity out there. That's all I got to say. Dude,
that's amazing, man. Tell people where to follow you. I would have flashed it on the screen already, but
Carlos EDC on YouTube, Carlos EDC on Instagram, and I'll be on TikTok as Carlos EDC too, doing my 30-day pocket dump challenge.
Dude, let me know, and then we can duet each other.
I think I followed you on my first one. Yeah. And then I lost my password for my first one. So I'm EDC.
Do your pocket dump thing. Do your pocket dump thing. Yeah. And then what I'll do is I'll duet it and I'll do a pocket dump too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is your boy in the NYC. It's me, Ray, and this is the EDCCP saying peace.
Yo, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell icon so we can squad up in the comments.